Hi you guys, my name is Suggs, author and motivational hacker, and today's video is pretty cool, I think, because when I was in school studying creative writing, there were many lessons that I really enjoyed, but this particular one stuck with me, and I thought it was a great topic to discuss on my YouTube channel. So coming up next are 10 different ways that you can end your story. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Number one is ending your book coming full circle. That just means that you wrap everything up from beginning to end. Number two is the good old cliffhanger, but this does not work with standalone novels. This best works if you are writing a series that you can then wrap it up later. Number three is ending your book in humor. And this is, I can't think of a book that's ended this way, but I know that this is a way of ending it, and I thought that's really clever. I don't write anything to do with comedy. I'm not particularly a funny person, so I can't even give you an example. But if you are a comedian or if you have a humorous nature, then this might be a good way to end your story. Number four is shock. This usually is where you end up giving the reader a twist, totally something unexpected that just blows their mind. Number five is ending it with an image. You basically just paint an image for the reader, and that's kind of how I ended my novel, Falling for You. Number six is ending it with dialogue. This is pretty self-explanatory, but you really just end it with them speaking to someone. Again, I can't think of an example where this has happened, but it is part of the it is part of a way you can end your book. Number seven is that emotional ending, that gut-wrenching ending, like the one that we got from the book Me Before You. This is typically seen, they say, in romance novels, and I write romance novels, well, you know, rom-com, chick lit, those fiction kind of movies, kind of books. So I do aim for that emotional ending usually. Number eight is you end it with a question. And I think this would work for a standalone or a series. As long as you've wrapped everything up and you end it with a question that you leave the reader pondering, that's a good way of ending it, I think. Number nine is you end the book with reflection, meaning you let the reader reflect on everything that's happened and kind of like they just sit back and like, wow, can't believe that happened. They're just reflecting on everything that's happened throughout the book. And number 10 is the moral ending. Basically, this is where you've shown how much the character has grown and how far they've come. And I think that there's a way of combining all these endings. It doesn't just have to be one or the other. These are just different ways that you could actually end it. But I'm a fan of combining a bunch of these different elements into my own story, which I'm sure we all do. Well, that's all I have for you today, but before I go, I do want to remind you of a couple little things. Number one is that I do mentor writers on my website. I will leave the link below so you guys can check it out. If you are starting out on your writing journey or your publishing journey, I've been through it all, and I am here to help you, to guide you step by step. If you need that from me, I am there for you. I will leave the link below so that you can check out the information on my website. Also, I have created 2 different checklists for you if you are already in the process of writing or finishing your novel. One is how to write a book, and the other one is how to create, how to write dialogue. So obviously that I will leave the link below. They're simple. All you have to do is just go to my website and you have access to those 2 checklists. And I would love to hear from you if you use any of these particular ones that I shared today, these top 10 ways of ending your book. leave it in the comments below. I want to hear from you. Or if you've got a new creative way to end your book that I didn't mention here, please leave it below. And if you use a combination of those, also let me know. And I want to also remind you that I am here every Monday and every Thursday with content just like this. So if you like it, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Until next time, you guys, stay safe.